Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Aries for the month of December 2021. So Aries, we are now in the sign of Sagittarius. The element is fire, so very compatible with you, for you. Fast moving energy, positive energy, action energy. Okay, so for you, the energy is the Seven of Pentacles, or the Seven of Coins. So it's about stepping back and having a good hard look at what you've created this year, especially in terms of work and everything else that goes with it. I mean, it's just, Pentacles always talk about the material world, the work, the routines, all those sorts of earthly concerns. So it's about looking at what you have done for 2021, not what you haven't done. It's a lovely card though, because even the image conjures up, yeah, beautiful garden of sunflowers. It says it all really. You've created that. So well done, Aries. Where you are right now. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. So good card, actually. Sort of talks about really having worked hard, but for most Aries, it sort of talks about maybe this year you've transitioned into another level of work in terms of what you normally did, but you've sort of branched out and you're doing something different this year, or you've started to do something different, but with all the knowledge and experience that you've already got. Bringing this in is a really nice card, and it sort of says number 8s are all about personal power as well, so it sort of sits really well with you and how you're going in terms of work. And we've got to remember too, and we always remember, that even though work can be pain sometimes, it's like that's where we sort of get a lot of our confidence about what we're doing, and we can manage to look at the progress that we've made. So it's a very positive card, but it really talks about that master's apprentice. So doing something, adding on a different level of your work and doing it well. Okay, let's see what's influenced that to happen. The Knight of Pentacles. So for you, Aries, too, that there may have been quite a frustration with this new work environment that has been quite slow moving with the Knight of Pentacles. It always indicates a slow moving energy, but it also indicates that it's very sort of loyal and, you know, just sticking with it. And even though it's slow, which for Aries is a bit, and the fire signs don't really do slow, they're action people. So even though it has been slower than you would have liked, it is starting to produce results. So that's the main thing. And it's sort of always, Knight of Pentacles, here's the most reliable of the four knights in the tarot suit. So slow but sure, but very dependable. It's going somewhere. Nevertheless, it has been slow. But sometimes fire signs need to learn to sort of bring it back a gear. Not always in top gear. You've got to sort of be able to sort of putter along sometimes, Aries, much to your frustration. It's teaching you patience, I suppose. Okay, let's look at the background. So let's look at what was going on in October, November, which was Scorpio, which I know for many people it's been a very rough couple of 4 weeks. Good news coming in. So having good news coming in, news that you've been waiting for coming in, waiting for something, or really good positive signs that things are indeed starting to move quickly, or in a quicker mode to what they have been. So this is a really nice card, and it's a positive card to say, yeah, things are going along very well. Very good energy for this Page of Wands. It's a very powerful, fast-moving energy once it starts moving. Recent influences we have, and then we have expect the unexpected. So this comes in out of nowhere, this one, and another night actually. So messengers and messengers, lots of messages coming through for you, Aries. This Knight of Swords, now he's a bit more, he's unpredictable, whereas this one's very predictable. He's the unpredictable one. He is air, so he goes this way, he goes that way. But he usually comes in and makes quite a sort of disruption to events in your life. So he may be a young Libran or air sign guy, Libran, Gemini or Aquarius. It could be your son, it could be a younger man in your life that's come in and just really sort of has changed directions, or has come in and told you something that you're just like, oh my God, where did that come from? But that's that energy of him. It's very fast, it's very furious, but the main keynote of the Knight of Swords is that it can disrupt. And then off he goes again. Comes and goes very quickly. Righty-ho. Let's have a look at the lesson you'll be learning, Aquarius, in this next 4 weeks. Wow. Destiny, the Wheel of Fortune. So everything's ramping up to, in fact, it is very much destiny. Everything is destined in this reading, and this is like if you've been putting in a lot of good work, and we can see here that already what's lining up that you have, the rewards are coming in thick and fast for you, or they shall be. Also, whoever is in your life too, if these characters, these two knights here, are people on the radar, they're absolutely meant to be there. So there's no mistakes when we get the Wheel of Fortune. It's absolute, no coincidence, no mistakes. It's just meant to be. It is as charted. Beautiful card to get to, and it's very sort of, it's a big card and it has a big impact. So well done there, Aries. Expect all sorts this month. Okay, so starting the first week of December, we have another Knight, the Knight of Cups. Now the Knight of Cups is usually sort of talks about an offer coming in. However, with this offer, you've got to be careful with the Knight of Cups, because he's a sort of a romantic type. He's almost like a rescuer of kinds as well, where he'll you know, he sees everything through the rose-coloured glasses, very emotional, very in love with the idea of love. So if someone like this does come in, whereas there's 3 knights now, but yeah, there's lots of messages coming in. So just be circumspect about any sort of offers coming through. Just wait and see. Like I said though, with the Wheel of Fortune here, it's very much fated. So you're just going to have to go with that and see what this offer is. And for the younger ones, it's, you know, Arians, young people, it could be, you know, a few suitors for the girls or boys, you know, people coming, a lot of sort of traffic in terms of offers, romances, all that sort of business. So you're looking quite attractive to other people this month. Let's see what's happening that you're not realising. Very closely linked, though, to this Knight of Cups. And someone coming back in from the past. So this Knight of Cups could be somebody that has been absent for a while, post a breakup or some kind of sad event. It's cups, so it's got to be emotional. And then they're sort of feeling this heavy sense of regret here, because there's been things said. So not everything is lost with the 5 of Cups. There still remains chances and opportunities to rebuild something with this card. And you're not thinking it is so, but it is very much so when you get the 5 of Cups. It's sort of the card of regret and disappointment, especially in emotional relationships and as far as the emotions are concerned. How others see you, so we'll see who this person or who these people are. And we have the happy home card, so very consolidated, in a great position, things are great at home, things doing well, that's how others see you, very sort of sorted in terms of your home environment and just your general stability. Going places as well with the Four of Wands, it sort of has this gateway, it's a gateway card, so it has this sort of gates here that you can move through, so it's like a green light card as well. But it's a very nice card of how others see you. Especially these people that feel like they've sort of disappointed you or upset or hurt you in the past. It feels like they're ready to sort of repent, if you know what I mean. Positive feelings. Hanging Man. So just going with the flow. It's a major card too, Aries. So just going with the flow at the moment. Just being a bit suspended in time. It's not a time to act though. So all these, you've got these two big cards next to each other, the Wheel of Fortune and the Hanging Man. But the Hanging Man comes in to sort of just remind us to just go with the flow for now. It's not the time to act. It's just the time to just hang in the breeze and see what comes. Because it's very destined, whatever it is. So, and it's also a big card for learning patience. And in terms of, you know, not always getting what you want when you think you need it. It's like with universal time saying, well, you're just going to have to wait a bit for the outcome. It looks really positive, but the crux of this card is the waiting and the patience and the sacrifice. Okay, the outcome. And we have the High Priestess. So beautiful High Priestess, very highly intuitive card. It's asking you to really use your intuition this next couple of weeks, coming into up to Christmas, etc. And this is the card for the Pisceans. So whatever you're waiting for, it looks like next February, March will be the outcome of this. But it's highly spiritual, it's very magical, this card. It talks about, you know, and it's like a triangle here of these three big cards, so it's sort of saying really use your intuition and patience and just be prepared to wait, but also be prepared to test your intuition against your brain power, because your intuition will usually be spot on and your brain can distort things terribly, really. I'm just going to put a clarifier on this Knight of Swords, because he can be disruptive, and we don't kind of at this time of year, we've had enough disruption this year, we don't need any more. So we'll just see what's he all about, what kind of a disruption is he bringing. Queen of Swords. So it could have to do with a female, very much, she can be very clear of thought and have a very clear mind, but she can also on the other side be quite nasty sort of customer, really. She can be quite bitchy and negative and bitter. So we'll just see, it obviously comes from some sort of female, or, you know, that mother type would talk about him. I don't know, there's just something about these two swords court cards that, yeah, just watch the motives of what comes in and disrupts things. Could be verging on something that's not very pleasant or that's spiteful in a way. So, but, you know, you kind of need to see it. You need to know it, because it's all predestined is what I'm saying. Right, sorry, time's gotten away. I always seem to go too long with Aries, and they probably think I'll shut up now. Right, the message for you is impermanence. Ooh, thanks to impermanence, everything is... Thanks to impermanence, everything is possible. So it's like nothing lasts forever. Everything is just there for a short time and then it moves on. So it's about seizing the moment, living in the moment, and sort of really coming to that conclusion that even though horrible things might come into your life, but it's only a short span and then it'll be gone. It's what you learn from that impermanence. I'm sorry, I can't read all of it because the salt from the salt lamps just destroyed this card. But basically it just talks about going with the flow and just understanding that everything really is impermanent, so nothing's going to last forever, especially things that aren't pleasant. We just go through them. Thanks very much, Aries. Have a great month.